Hey guys, we're back. So we thought about it and we decided to go ahead and discuss what the true runes are in Suikoden. As Cleo mentioned, there are 27 true runes. When this game was made, I mean, it was the very first one made in the series, so they hadn't really elaborated on runes in this one. They really elaborate on them in Suikoden 3, but I'm gonna discuss them now. The 27 true runes are pretty much the gods of this world. I can't really vouch for other worlds because they don't really talk about the other worlds until Tier Christ, which is lame. But anyway, in this world, it's ruled by 27 true runes, and they're gods. So now we have one of them. We have the Soul Eater. Many people consider it like the rune of death because it eats souls, but we can't really verify that 100%. Um, so we have pretty much a little tiny god sitting in our hand, and we can control its power. The true runes, since they are gods, they do have a consciousness. They don't just go to whoever, they're given to. They won't attach to somebody they don't want to be with, or depending on the rune's personality, they'll just instantly kill their host and go somewhere else. Um, this one's technically considered cursed, so it eats away at the person holding it. Some runes, they all have different personalities, kind of, and they'll treat their host differently. Um, so, for instance, for us, it's pretty docile in Suikoden 1 since they don't really talk about it that much, but it definitely becomes more apparent in Suikoden 2 when they discuss the Soul Eater. But, it does injure him to wear it. Like Ted was talking about, he felt cursed. I mean, he barely slept for 300 years just because this is the nature of his rune, and obviously running all the time.
Wait, for 300 years though, how did he live for that long?
True runes make you immortal when you wear one, so now we're immortal technically. I mean, we'll still die in battle, but um, because that's just an RPG. But technically, we're supposed to be immortal. So, Ted, to my knowledge, they can alter their appearance, so they can grow up if they want. Like Ted looks like he's pretty young, but he actually gets the rune younger than that. I think he just chooses to look older, but he stops aging. I guess he could choose when he stops aging, and he looks like I guess a 18-year-old. Um, so now that he doesn't have the Soul Eater anymore, he's probably gonna die or either just start aging normally. I'm not really quite sure.
Well, okay, now I'm confused because Pawn had the Boar rune.
Um, but Borarune is not a true rune. The true runes gave kind of, I guess, gave birth to the other runes. The other runes are just like, I guess they just hold the magic that the gods have. So like, there's a true water rune and there's a water rune. A water rune doesn't have a personality. It's just a source of power. So I mean, you can wield it and have no problems. It's just like wielding a magic staff, you know.
So
So
it's
the
just like a piece of crystal or something
yeah,
that has magic power?
yeah. So the boar rune is not a true rune. Never mind. So it makes this rune very unique. We're the only ones in the entire world that has anything like this. There are runes that were children of this runes. I don't remember what they're called exactly, death runes or something, and they use similar spells, but we're pretty much going to overpower people with magic. We're ridiculously powerful, technically. Um, but since we just got the rune, we haven't unlocked all of its full power yet. I mean, it doesn't attach itself and be like, you can use all my power. You kind of have to grow with it and then learn how to control it. Um, this rune is, like I said, seems to be pretty docile in this one. It doesn't make us go crazy and it doesn't make us do stupid things, and we don't go out of control quite yet because it seems to have accepted us. Um,
So it's not like possessing us and like turning us into an evil, crazy monster or anything. It's just.
no, it seems to like us. Like I said, this is the first game, and they didn't really elaborate yet. But in the world of Suikoden, that's what the true runes are. And like I said, they really touch upon it in Suikoden 3. It's actually the core idea in Suikoden 3.
Hmm.
It's pretty interesting. So, anyways, that was my really long speech about runes and true runes. I kind of wanted to talk about it now because they don't discuss it, and I wanted to just, explain why this is so important. Like, Wendy really wants this true rune, but we don't know why. That's really interesting. And the other thing that's really interesting is, why does Wendy know Ted? you know, how old is Wendy? How long has Wendy been chasing him? So you kind of have to wonder if Wendy has a Sharoon because she's so old. Because to my knowledge, the only way to be immortal in this world is to have a Sharoon or be some kind of magical creature. But again, I think magical creatures are spawned off somehow by Sharoons. So
I mean, like unicorns or something?
no, I meant more like vampires.
Oh, okay.
Because there are two types of vampires in this game, and runic vampires are one of them, and runic vampires are immortal. But again, that's because of the rune. And as I discussed earlier, is the dragon rune. The dragon rune is one of the 27 true runes, so you can't replicate that. That's why technically the dragon knights are the only source of dragons for the world. That actually there's kind of a little bit of a conundrum about it later, but we're not going to talk about it. So yeah, the driving force of many problems in Suikoden is the 27 true runes. How much time do we have after that really long rambly speech?
About 4 minutes, give or take a
Okay,
bit.
we got time. Whoa, ouch! Watch where you're going, you little runt. I get called to duty on a holiday, sent out to search for someone all night, and finally find a moment to catch some rest and talk correctly, and you come along! Well, I should be, but I'm gonna be like, shut up, you fool. What kind of language is that? We're Imperial soldiers, you're protectors. Give us your money. Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar. Uh-oh.
Young master, are you all right?
So far. Hey, you. Who do you think you are? Who are you, and what's this young master business? You. Show me his face. You look like that fugitive, the McDowell kid.
What did you say?
Any more of a fuss and we're in big trouble.
Young master, get away while we hold them off.
I guess we have no choice. Here we go.
That's enough, young fella. You too, Imperial Big Shots.
Hey, it's Victor. I guess he enjoyed our dance so much he's coming to help us.
Use your heads. Would fugitives from the law still be hanging around here? They couldn't be that stupid.
I suppose you're right. We just wanted to be sure.
Stop it. You're scaring them. Leave it to me to kick them out.
Hey, wait a minute.
You just ran off with us.
Don't worry. There's no reason why we should be so loyal to the... Wait. There's no reason why we should be so loyal to the Empire. Okay. Hey, it's that guy! She's talking about...
Who's that guy? So are you controlling this right now, or is...
No, they just ran off. I couldn't control that.
Okay. Thank you very much. No big deal. It was just... I was just wondering how to pay for my meal, and... You mean?
You did that just to bilk the...
Calm. Let it go, eh? Well then, thanks for helping us out. Who's
Wait. Is this the royal us?
Apparently so. Victor is a royal. The what?
It's the royal we. Oh.
No, he has a parasite. It's like a shoulder thing. You know, like another head on his shoulder.
Okay.
You haven't seen it in the portrait yet.
Apparently there were traitors. There were traitors in Gregminister. Maybe you're... Ooh. It doesn't look like we can leave town. Crud.
Well, what do we do?
Let's go talk to Victor. Maybe they know what to do.
Victor and his head parasite?
Yeah.
What?
I keep seeing... Now all I see is a parasite on his head.
What's the matter? You look troubled. I know who you are. That rebel McDowell kid, right?
I'm not a rebel, but whatever.
We are not rebels. I couldn't care less either way. Incidentally, how do you plan to escape this place? I have an idea. If you care to listen, I'm used to this kind of thing.
His accent is changing.
Oh, shh, I have no idea how to do voicing, and you know it.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain. I just think it's funny.
Well, we're actually down to, like, no time at all.
Alright, so we're gonna stop here. Bye, guys.